Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Black 25. 54 Mike. Hey, keep coming. Hey, let's go.
A first down throw for Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Wait.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll try to throw now. Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On first down, Hunt. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And this one is right down the middle. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, We only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Check 50. Check 50. Check 43.
Five.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's got room. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They keep it with Smith on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Come on. You better bring it. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Blue draw Corker.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Get it.
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Ready? 50, plant.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. You don't want nothing. Get it. Pick up the ball.
Go.
Play.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Big grip.
On third down, Sparks looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's get this.
Oh, no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Come on, QB, come on. Let's go.
To throw, Winston. That one is caught by Hunt. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Right there. 54 Mike. Check.
Working out of the gun. Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. His first touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A first down carry for Smith. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Sparks going to throw deep for the end. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Parkey adds the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. Now the ball comes loose, and the Falcons grab it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 11.
Right there. 54, right there. 54 miles.
Following the interception, Winston steps up, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tack McKinley showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Winston now. He finds his target. It's Evans. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Tampa Bay.
Ready? Blue ready?
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Whip. Watch the whip.
Winston now to throw on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give right side now to Hunt. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On second down, it's Hunt, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Kareem Hunt, his first touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Sparks. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Looking to throw. Sparks, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, box truck. Get it.
Back to throw. Sparks. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Come on here, come get some. He don't want it. 50 wants the mic. 50 wants the mic.
Keep grip.
Operating from the gun. Sparks. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Here's Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have the receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Howard. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This is Hunt. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Winston. And he finds Howard complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's like touchdown, Tampa Bay! Jordan Howard, his 1st touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. 1st half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
That's good for Falcons. First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, Sparks. He completes it to Jones. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target, and it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Switch up.
To throw on third down, Sparks. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And Parkey's kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half. This
will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A second down throw for Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
A gain of 15. And a Buccaneer first down.
Ready. Black 22. 45.
It's a party now.
5-0.
45 is the mic. That's how we got me.
On first and 10, Winston. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
45 the mic. 45 the mic. I want that. Give me that ball, big man.
First down, Winston. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Check hot route. Hot, hot.
Go.
On 3rd down, Sparks. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Tackle made by the 2nd-round pick, Isaiah Oliver.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Winston. He completes it to Evans. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
Jameis now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 32 on the play.
1st down, Buccaneers.
Ready.
54 miles. In your face.
Now Hunt. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Ready. Blue ready.
Watch my boy.
Sonic.
Mike 54. Ricky. 54 is Mike. 54 is Hunt.
They run again with Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Winston. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Jordan Howard. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kendall Beckwith. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. He just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Sparks. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Breaking that one up was Justin Evans. Read it perfectly.
We're into the 2nd half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This is brought in at the 21. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they just expanded that here in the 2nd half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. Throwing on 2nd down. Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Watch the slants. Watch the slants. Mike by 4. Mike by 4. I got one. Mike 54.
From the gun, Winston. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there, and a Buccaneer 1st down.
And a Buccaneer 1st down.
Winston now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Hunt. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw on 2nd down. Sparks. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Sparks. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Wait. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
From the 36, Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, Jack Hunt.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
First down, Buccaneers.
Black 25. 54. Mike 54. Let's go, Heavy. Easy. What you got, Heavy? Wait. Give me some.
The first down throw for Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Kareem Hunt with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Mike 51.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sparks escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Throwing on first down. Sparks. This one caught by Ridley. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Go.
Mike, 50. Let's go.
Off the bootleg. Sparks. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And this is taken in at the 5. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Switch. X3. 218. Chopper. Get it.
Smith trying to run for it. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island.
2nd and 1. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he's going to go down again. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
51 the mic.
On 4th down, Sparks. And it is incomplete. Breaking that one up was Justin Evans. Read it perfectly.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
right? Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. On 3rd down, Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Jameis now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Hunt. And an alley to run. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down now, it's Howard. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
They'll try and run for it. Room here to run. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Don't let him breathe, defense.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bucs, it took a few weeks, but they finally